Friends, Fitness and Finance with Patrick, where we go live in my garage gym here, Monday through Friday, and usually we do this 6:45 to 8 a.m. I'm a bit behind schedule today. It's Monday. We're gonna have a light workout week, and we're gonna have a light workout week this week because we have a golf tournament this weekend, a 3-dayer, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What we got to do is we got to try to stay limber, stretch out, and get ready for this tournament. It's the Men's Club Championship, and the Men's Club Championship comes with your name on the trophy if you can win that sucker. So, the Men's Club Championship at the Country Club, probably I don't have a very good chance to win the son of a cracker because I'm kind of now at the low skill level of the good grouping now. I've kind of got my way up into being good enough at golf to be amongst the real players, but now I'm kind of the worst of the real players. So the men's club championship will be a tough thing for me to win. I'm not planning to win the darn thing. It would have to be uh, some sort of an amazing miracle, like angels in the outfield, for me to win that damn thing. But it's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 days of golf. Not quite like professional level, which is 4 days of golf on the PGA Tour. But I need to do more. What do I need to do more of, Dex? Good morning, buddy. Um, but we can't really go crazy on the workout this week. Today's going to be the last probably good pull day where I do anything like with my biceps and curls and things like that. I never learned to lose. Well, Dex, it's kind of like it's kind of like Phil Mickelson uh, when Tiger Woods came about. Phil Mickelson, one of the best golfers in the entire world that ever lived. But always when he was playing against Tiger, he was trying to make sure he just wrapped up second place in that tournament. Uh, Golf's an interesting game, kind of like bench pressing and working out, which is quite interesting. So some people bench press and try to do max bench press, right? Max meaning how much can you bench? Guys ask each other, how much can you bench press? And I can put up 300 and all this stuff, right? That's just how much can you lift in one rep? It's so difficult. You get these plateaus as people are trying to step up in weightlifting. You hit these plateaus where you'll get to somebody's trying to bench 300 and they'll get themselves to benching like 285, right? 285. They're only 15 pounds away from getting to 300. And they've progressed from 250 to 260 to 270 to 280 to 285. And they've been doing good. And all of a sudden at 285, they hit, and they cannot get to 300 for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. They have just to get that extra bit. The same with golf. Golf's crazy like that. You play golf for years and years and years just to get to a certain point where you're pretty good at the game. And when you want to go to the next level, boy, is it a big gap. It doesn't seem like a big gap. Right now I'm a 6.5 handicap, and a pro on tour is a +4, +6. Oftentimes can get you on a tour. Uh, so they shoot 10 to 12 strokes better than me every time they play golf. 10 to 12 strokes better than me every time they play golf. In 18 entire holes, only 10 to 12 strokes better than me. But those 10 to 12 strokes better than me, ooh, is like going from bench pressing 300 to bench pressing 500. So, not exactly learn to lose or give up, but it is one of those things you gotta give it some respect. You got to give it some respect. So basically, I got into the big dog division. You know what I'm saying, Dex? Guys that are benching 500, and to get into the division, you got to at least be benching 300 just to qualify. So like, I finally can bench 300 in golf. You know what I'm saying? And I got into the division finally. But there's dudes up in there already benching 5 bills, and I got 200 more pounds to go before I can get to that kind of level. We're gonna keep working on it. You know what I mean? The good thing is, golf is extraordinarily fun to work on. It's not a tedious thing to work on. It's fun to work on. So, got a crick in the neck this morning. Or actually, you know what? It's awesome. This crick in my neck, Dex, has been here for 5 days now. I got one of those tight necks, and I think it's from golf. Ugh, and I need a massage, and I need me to get like a. I don't do chiropractor. Do you do chiropractor? Yeah, exactly. I'm closer than I was before, brother. Closer than I was before. Progressing, even if it's little by little, which is a lot of times in golf. The problem with golf is you digress. Like the most defeating part about the game of golf is that you digress and it would be as if, oh, your chiro is the best. I don't really do chiropractors, bro. I think it's all that's witch doctor stuff. Chiropractors like popping knuckles, right? Oh, popped your knuckles. Now you must feel better. I don't know. I've never been to a chiropractor and had anything good happen in my life. Not once. But the messed up thing with golf is that you'll digress. It's like, if you were trying to reach a maximum bench press and you worked your ass off to get from 250 to 260 to 270 to 280 to 290 to 300, and you're finally benching 300 now. Well, pretty much, at that point, with your mental confidence level and depending on prep or, as far as, you'd have to be energetic, you'd have to eat food and stuff like that. You couldn't be like dehydrated to do it. But what I'm saying is, in regular conditions, you figure kind of now moving forward, you can put up 300. And now you're going to go try to maybe get to 310. Right? That's how kind of how it works in weightlifting. Golf is so jacked up because golf, you'll go from a 15 handicap to a 12 handicap to a 10 handicap to a 6 handicap to a 5 handicap, and everything's going good. You're headed towards that new pro level. And uh and then all of a sudden you'll start to digress. You'll play worse for 6 months and you'll get quirky things that are happening in your swing that weren't happening before, totally throw things off. And then you can get worse pretty quickly at golf, almost as if you quit lifting weights, right? If you just quit lifting weights, your bench press and your strength would obviously start to diminish. But you haven't quit playing golf. You could go practice every day and you could be feel like you're doing the same thing, man. And golf is so frustrating because you ain't getting those same results as you were. It's so weird. So it's almost like you have to re-practice golf on a daily basis to stay good at it. That's why those pros that are actually doing it to be a professional golfer and it's their living and their whole life depends on their golf. These guys are hitting like 500, maybe 1,000 golf balls per day, every day. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different game, but it's tough. Oh, I've tried a chiropractor before. I've tried a chiropractor before. I ended up actually laughing about it a little bit next. It was humorous to me because I already went in saying, "Oh, these chiropractors are a bunch of garbage." I'm like, BS, man. I went in, I had a shoulder problem. First of all, I already told the person who said, "Go, you got to go see the chiropractor." I go, "Bro, the chiropractor popping my back knuckles ain't gonna help this shoulder injury." It was when I tore my labrum, right? Where I thought I needed surgery. Someone's like, "Go to the chiropractor, they'll fix you up." I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? I have a tear in my shoulder. The chiropractor's not gonna fix it. You'll feel so much better. Trust me, they'll adjust you. I'm like, okay, dude. So I go to the chiropractor, get it in there, and it was so funny. They take it on my torn labrum, bro. They have their little Nocky machine. Their little Nocky machine. It's just like a little gun that goes bop and bop, 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 like the little. And they put this thing on my shoulder and went basically knocking really hard on my collarbone with something. But this little Nocky machine, and of course they get you on and they're pushing on. They're on the I'm on the chiropractor bed, and they're pushing on my back, and they push on it until the bed cracks. The bed cracked, not me. The bed did. They're pushing on you, and the bed goes, "Poof," And they're like, "Oh, there you go. That probably felt better, huh? It push on you until the bed breaks. The bed moves, not you." And I'm thinking, okay. And I walk out of there and I had a confirmed opinion of chiropractics at that point. I'm like, first of all, they didn't do shit. They bruised my collarbone with their fucking bumpy machine, didn't fix anything about my shoulder. My back didn't even like crack. My back, I mean, you're they'll pop you, they'll make it crack and make a noise, and it's like, ooh, but you can also pop your knuckle and it doesn't make your wrist feel better. So I was like, man, I don't know. So I have one of those little opinions about chiropractics, man. Uh, for how much money they charge and for what they do most of the time. And listen, mind you, I may be uneducated. I may be uneducated. I may be speaking off base here, and I don't mean nothing against chiropractors or nothing, dude. I'm just going, I don't know, maybe I missed my calling as a profession, right? They're making a lot of money and I don't know what the hell they're doing. But oh, you got the new one here different in scripts, huh? Now you got to pay the big money for the real chiropractor that's down there that has different methods of tricking you to make you think you walked out of there feeling all better. I got adjusted. Who gets adjusted? I don't know. I don't know, bro. And I got people that are religiously chiropractic addicts, and they're always going to the chiropractor. Every time something ails them at all in any way, they're going to go to the chiropractor, fix it right up. I'll just go to the chiropractor. I'm like, dog, what? Oh, man. I don't have those same ailments. I don't have like a sore back sometimes every now and again, but my sore back or my sore elbow or my sore whatever doesn't last forever. You just got to work through those things. Your body has nerves and your body has pain. So I guess I don't know. In my opinion, I think it's all a quack brain thing, chiropractics. But again, I am coming from only been to the chiropractor once. I've just seen my father go to the chiropractor for years, never did squat for him. I don't know. Oh, well, he probably knows my dad. Tell him you know Ed Franz. Tell him you know Edward Franz. If he was a former trainer at San Diego State University, he's gonna know my dad, which is funny. Interesting, interesting. Well, you'll have to try to change my mind on the chiropractics, Dexter. You'll have to try to change my mind on the chiropractics, bro. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. Listen, if I could go see somebody and spend $50 or I don't know how much it is, $100 or whatever, and to magically do some things with their hands on me for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is, and I walk out of their office and feel complete pain relief or feel like I can move my neck again or feel like it's all fixed up, I'd probably become a believer, man. But I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to see your boy down in Scripps. But I kind of have to wait until. See, my thing is this. My thing is this. Like I got a hurt neck right now. It feels like it's like one of those tight necks. But I'll work it out by doing stretching and things like that, and I'll be ready for the golf tournament this weekend without seeing a chiropractor. I know other people would take their hurt neck situation that they got right now and say, "Oh God, I got to go see a chiropractor." I don't know. That's a lot. I don't know. Maybe it's mental. Maybe it's mental. Like if I had a hurt elbow, right? If my elbow was injured, and I went somewhere and they massaged my hand and cracked all my finger knuckles, crack, 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 crack my, crack, 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 push on it, crack, and then I walk out of there. I don't know. Mentally, maybe I'd be going, "Oh man, my elbow does feel better. Whew, good thing for that chiropractor." I don't know. I don't know. But maybe you can change my opinion. Maybe I got to go see the magic chiropractor down at Scripps. I'm just imagining the magic chiropractor down at Scripps probably charges twice the amount of money as the chiropractor over here in Mira Mesa, just by pure location. Hell, all they got to do is add. All they got to do is add a beautiful view down in Scripps, a beautiful view where you can catch a glimpse of that ocean in La Jolla or something like that. Now you're paying quadruple. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, but we're doing a light workout. We're just doing a light workout, and we're talking a little bit about like maybe how to prepare yourself for battle. Because that's how I feel like this week. I'm sort of preparing myself for battle, going into battle Friday. And then I fight again Sunday, or excuse me, fight again Saturday and fight again Sunday. So I have a battle this weekend. And in order to even do any good, or in order to try to surprise people in this tournament as an underdog, in order to do well, I gotta I gotta prep mentally for sure. Golf's a lot of a mental game, but my physical prep here in the gym, my physical prep with my stretching, like saying, getting my neck worked out, um, but really getting my core, my hip flexors, everything to be strong but limber, and not overdoing the biceps, not overdoing the triceps, shoulders, not overdoing the shoulders. This week, it's just going to be kind of a consistent, lightweight, kind of higher medium to high rep sort of workouts. Just maintaining kind of a little bit of a level of heart rate increase. Keeping on the 60-day six-pack challenge here. This is day 41 or day 42, day 41. I think this is day 41 of the 60-day six-pack challenge. So we've got like 18 or 19 days left. Um, and so we're gonna keep working on that too. So we're back to the diet, back to the diet. This week fell off again a little bit on Mother's Day, like we all did. Fair enough. Had a great Mother's Day lunch down in Old Town San Diego with my two moms and my wife, who's the best mom, and just had a fantastic day. It's fantastic. So hopefully y'all had a great Mother's Day. Paid tribute to those of you that still are able to do so with your own mom, or were able to take your wife out, who's the mother of your children, or whatever you guys did. But hopefully Mother's Day weekend was a fantastic experience for you and you had a good old time. I know we did. I know I overate for sure. Boy, Old Town San Diego's got some great Mexican food. And one of the things they have down there that's not necessarily supposed to be on my diet right now is these fresh handmade tortillas with warm melted butter on them. Man, are they good. So I had a couple of those and overdid the food a little bit. But since we have like 18 days left after today, we're going to get right at it. Scripps Ranch, yep. Scripps Ranch going to cost you some money. Scripps Ranch going to cost you some money. Same chiropractic techniques as the guy over in La Mesa. That guy's just going to be more money. Yeah, boy. It was good. I don't get to see my mom very often. So it was a really good time. And we got all the grandparents together and my kids were acting well behaved. It just was a real good day yesterday, my man's. It was a good day. And our little one, Callie, is starting to get a little better. She's used to be really afraid of her own shadow, so we couldn't kind of let her with other people, even the grandparents that she knew well. She wasn't like letting anybody hold her or anything. She was very clingy baby, and now she's getting better at it. So we had her get babysat for like 2 hours or something, 2 or 3 hours. We had her get babysat for the first time, and she did well without mommy or daddy there. So we got good times on the horizon. Bethany and I are finally going to go do our honeymoon. We got married. I don't even know how long ago, dude. But we ain't had our honeymoon yet, so we're gonna go do that. Oh, that's cool. Well, you'll have to introduce me to your magic chiropractor, man. I'll see if I can get reconvinced about this. Let's see if I can do this about this chiropractics. But enough about the chiropractors. I don't want to piss off any chiropractors, man, because you know I have said and I will say I'm coming from a place of stupidity. So Don't look at my stupid opinion and count that for nothing. I haven't been to chiropractors enough to really have a good case study, and I haven't really had a good enough mental belief system to allow it to work for me either. You know what I mean? It's kind of like somebody who's against being hypnotized and they go on stage. The hypnotist is not going to be able to hypnotize somebody that's up there just going, "Give me a break." You have to be a believer a lot of times for these things to have effect on you. So I got to get my mind straight, and then I'll go get a good chiropractor, maybe like the one you use, and see if they can change my mind a little. Because I wouldn't mind feeling better if somebody had magic hands. I really wouldn't. It'd be great. Oh, ooh, I like that. That's a good angle. You in town, Dexter? Or are you out again on? You out trucking? Haven't seen Streeper and those guys on here in a little bit. And I did figure out, by the way. Oh, you gotta let me book my trip to the chiropractor. You got the plug? Yeah, down. No worries. They'll give you some credits. I know. They'll give you some credits, hopefully, for your chiropractic visits, for referring people. And I'm down to hook it up. If you're down to hook it up, I know Bethany loves the chiropractor, so maybe she'll like a new connection there too. Bethany goes to the chiropractor. See, my own wife's a big believer in that. So I ain't dogging people that are believers of it. It don't work for me quite yet. I think I'll just put my feet here. Yeah, there you go. That's better. Where are you at, Dex? Are you in town or are you driving? In town? Cool. We'll have to get together. I think Nick and I are supposed to shoot content today. So we might be all over town. We may be all over town. But meeting up at the office. Let's see if that works better. Oh, that works better. We'll be around town. When do you bounce out again and go on your next trip? There you go. When do you leave again to go on your next adventure? I haven't seen your little bus in a little bit. How's that thing coming along? Oh, you out tonight again? Got you. Got you. Who else came on here? I see we got someone else on, but no one's saying good morning. So good morning. Still in progress. Yeah, I figured that. That does work just like that perfectly. Oops. Ah. So yeah, so when we prepare for a golf tournament, which is coming up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this week this will be my last big day for working my biceps and doing any sort of like heavier lifting with those pulling exercises. In your golf swing, you want to get a lot of extension at the end of the ball and through. You're extending your arms and rotating them. If you have tight biceps and you have tight elbows here and tight biceps from doing too much working out, it's pretty difficult to get a good extension. And it can mess up your golf swing a little bit. So we're going to just do some heavier biceps today, get those things pumping, get them worked out, and then we'll keep them up throughout the week, but we just won't go crazy, especially during my probably Thursday workout. It'll probably be really light. So this will be a light week. This will be a light week for us. That means we'll spend some time chatting. So I'll have a little bit more time to pay attention to the screen this week. And then, by the way, Dexter, the this week, it will be the progressive transition over to a different platform for the morning lives. I'm gonna have Bethany help me work on it a little bit just to get some ideas, and then I'm gonna get to using. I think Riverside is where we'll head. Upgrade that membership this week and get the ability to go live, and maybe I'll do a live on YouTube and Facebook. Um, I don't know if I'll choose another platform. I'll figure it out, but we'll try a different route. We'll try a different route. What's up, Andy? I am officially canceling Mother's Day brunch. Why is that? Yeah, you over ate? Say, Andy doesn't know we were already admitting our own faults. Andy got on late today. Officially canceling Mother's Day brunch. I don't understand, but hey, there's got to be some comedy behind that. I'm hoping. Oh, Italian restaurant. Oh yeah, the pastas and the cheeses. Oh yeah, bread and butter, pasta, cheeses. Oh, might have had a cannoli at the end of the night. Too much food. It's all right, Andy. We were just talking about that. I was saying I did the same thing, bro. We went to Old Town San Diego, great Mexican restaurant, fresh handmade flour tortillas with butter, churros, some churros. Yeah, it's all good. They just kept bringing it. They just kept bringing the desserts, and I couldn't say no. It's all right, man. Hey, what's up, NJ? NJ, happy Mother's Day to you and yours out there in good old beautiful Wyoming. Hopefully, you had a fun weekend. I don't know about your situation. I haven't asked if NJ has any children of her own yet, but whatever you did out there for Mother's Day, NJ, hope you had a great time. It's good to see you this morning. He brought the desserts home too. Andy. Yeah, yeah, let's go. It's all good, man. It's all good. We have 18 days left. Today would be the 19th day that we have left. I think tomorrow's then we have 18 days left. I did look it up, and we are on day 41 today. So tomorrow would be day 42. So we're on day 41 of the 60-day six-pack challenge. I did look it up to verify timings back in my old posts, so I would know what the hell we're doing here. A lot of times during the 60-day six-pack challenge, uh, oh, okay, NJ. Well, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, we relate then. Yeah, our youngest is about 2 years old, just about to be two, and then Everly is 7. So you're right between us. Good for you. Well, hopefully you had a good time. Yeah, good for you, NJ. That's awesome. Uh, but look, here's the thing. When we talk about this 60-day, I called it the 60-day six-pack challenge or whatever, right? Of course, when people look at that and they think you must have some sort of crazy results, if not, you failed. No, well, listen, that's not the right mindset. It's a challenge. See, people don't understand that. The 60-day six-pack challenge is a challenge. It's just simply a challenge to see how much better we can do, what kind of habits we can change, what kind of new, better habits we can make become regular in our lives after the 60 days goes away. You know what I mean? It's a 60-day challenge. So it's not about the results. It's about kind of the discipline, really. It's about the discipline. It's about the not quitting on yourself. It's about the when you have a bad day or two where you chomp on the desserts or you go have Italian food or there's Mother's Day or something happen, whatever. It's okay. It's only a day or two out of 60. You're still not out of the challenge. I mean, come on. Okay. So we just get back to jogging down the path or jogging down that challenge path again. And maybe we decide, well, shoot, in the beginning, when we get on a 60-day challenge, fitness wise, in the beginning, the first week, it feels like it's just the most futile thing in the world. It's painful. The new changes in diet are so, ah, everything's just terrible. It's so difficult in the very beginning. Now we're like 41 days into this challenge. How many of you guys out there feel like this thing is just not a big deal really anymore? The only thing is mentally keeping yourself on track now, not it's not difficult. The habits, some of them, the habits have been created, right? Maybe eating better, maybe drinking less alcohol, maybe waking up early on a regular basis to get your workout in or your jog in or whatever it is. Or, these things that started, they were like effort in the beginning now are just a part of your lifestyle. That's the hope. That's the hope with a 60-day six pack challenge kind of thing. Is the hope is that at the end of the 60 days, a lot of the things that you did during the 60 days to really push yourself to be healthier and better, lose weight and that kind of thing, a lot of those just become habits now in your life. And you just continue forward. Forget about the 60 days. That's long gone. That was just a challenge thing. But now my life is set up better because I have better habits moving forward. That's really the idea of it. And I know that some people are seeing progress, and I know that you guys are losing some weight, and I know that you guys are feeling better, feeling more clear, feeling more energetic, all these different things. And that is the big deal. Can we continue some of these habits forever? I mean, we only live one life. It's pretty short. I mean, shit. You got a 60-day six pack challenge. Think of this, you got a 60-year life challenge. It's not that long. Why can't we just continue some of these habits and just be better our whole life? Yeah. Down 9 pounds. Let's go, NJ. Come on, girl. Well, that other pound's simple, man. Just go to like 1,500 calories for the next 3 or 4 days. 1,500 calories the next 3 or 4 days. Do your same workouts. Drink a lot of water. You'll lose 2 or 3 more pounds. You'll be bam bam. What's up, Taylor? What's up, Taylor Cox is on. What's up, buddy? Good morning. We got some people coming out of the woodworks. Maybe my live is too early for the West Coasters. I don't know. Ooh, feeling good this morning. And that makes me feel good to know that NJ is down 9 pounds. Shit, NJ, you're going to have a better six pack than me at the end of this darn thing. No, good for you. NJ's chat never shows up for you. I keep seeing it. I'm seeing it on my end. I'm seeing it on my end, but I'll have to repeat then what she's saying. Yes, I'm so glad that I got your mentality to be that way. See, NJ said, to tell you the truth, though, I have to keep telling myself, you got this, because just like what my wife Bethany said, female bodies are different, tougher to get in shape, especially after childbirth and stuff like that. So NJ almost said, forget it. She almost said, forget it, but she can't. She can't quit on herself. Can't quit on herself. So you can't say, fuck it. Can't say, fuck it. Nope. You got to keep on going. And the cool thing is, there's only 19 days left. Tomorrow, there'll only be 18 days left, and so on. So, guys, maybe what we just do for for shits and giggles, because we had a few off days and Mother's Day and all that. Maybe here's what we do for shits and giggles. Maybe we just push like harder than we did the first week or the second week. Maybe we just push harder these last what is it? I guess 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks. Maybe we just push harder this next 19 days. Like really push ourselves, really motivate each other, really go crazy on the dieting, really go crazy on the working out, drink a lot of water, get out of the sugars, get out of the desserts just for 19 more days, man. Let's push ourselves real hard. and see what we can do. That could be kind of what we help each other do at this point. When things get a little harder, things are getting more tedious now. Andy says that he likes it now. You see, hear what Andy's saying? Some of these changes. He enjoys now his new habits. He enjoys now the new train he's on with working out, right? Yeah, Andy. Proud of you, buddy, because what you start feeling is they're called endorphins. And a lot of times we haven't jogged up our endorphins in quite some time. When we sit on the sofa and when we're stuck to blue light, like cell phones, tablets, and flat screen televisions, and we're not, we have no natural light, and we're sitting a lot, and we're not getting any type of exercise. Um, this is not supportive to endorphins in the body, not at all. Okay, actually, the opposite. And so, if we get outdoors a little bit more, we get away from the blue light a little bit more, we get back to nature a little bit more, we eat better foods, and endorphins wise, we get our body going with these workouts, these daily or 5 days a week. I don't say daily just because bodies need time to recover, but it does start to make you feel a lot better. And feeling better, believe it or not, helps you in all aspects of life. Making money, your relationships, your parenting skills, everything. When you feel better, the medical system, our medical system, and the drug companies that push all of the drugs through the medical system do not want you to feel better. Okay. They do not want you to feel better. They want you to feel bad all the time so that they can give you something to try to help you with that feeling. You feel bad because your body has zero endorphins. You feel bad because you're inflamed. You feel bad because you're full of water weight. You feel bad because you're garnering disease inside you, festering because your body has a lot of poisons in it. They want you to feel that way. So let's just push hard this last couple of 19, 18 days. And let's get our diet back in order. Let's put down the desserts, push ourselves the last bit. We'll see at the end of 60 days how good we look, how great we feel, and what new habits we've created. I see Taylor came on here with a financial question. Any way to avoid capital gains from a real estate sale with the purchase of notes? No, there is not. Unfortunately, it's not like for like. So when you look at an exchange, right? An exchange is a well-known way to avoid paying capital gains tax. An exchange means that you are literally rolling your profits from one real estate endeavor into a new one, and rolling the profit from one deal into a new deal. You didn't take any profits there. So then you don't get taxed, right? You rolled profit into a new deal. You didn't take the profit and then spend it on a new deal. You rolled the profit in a new deal. A 1031 exchange, okay? That is a way to do that. But unfortunately, it has to be a like for like. And when I say like for like, I mean that if I was invested into multifamily real estate and multifamily buildings sold, and I was due some good profits. If I want to do a 1031 exchange to avoid taxable situation, I could roll those profits from that multifamily deal into a new multifamily deal, but it has to be like for like. Um, and so you can't go from a hard physical real estate asset to a note, which is a paper asset. It's not the same. It's not what they would deem to be like for like. So you can't do that, unfortunately, with notes. Notes, the one thing about notes, because there's always pros and cons about everything. Um, Running right now, 5 minutes away from my place. Nice, NJ. Getting your run in, epic. Yeah, you got your Bluetooth earpiece in, listening to me blab. Um, But the one thing notes don't have, as far as advantage is concerned, would, if you were comparing notes with physical real estate, would be the tax advantages. So oftentimes when people grow up into being note investing professionals, we always recommend that they have some real estate as well. Real estate helps for taxes, tax write-offs, tax advantages, right? That's what we're looking for. What are you laughing at, NJ? Any way to mitigate capital gains taxes without an exchange? I mean, it depends on who we're talking about, Taylor. Depends on who we're talking about, man. If you're talking about a regular old homeowner that just sold their house and they're selling their primary home, they had 600K in equity sitting there, and they're getting this big capital gains occurrence now. Could that person become an investor and invest with me in notes or something like that and avoid paying taxes on the profits of the sale of the home and all that? No. Is it somebody that has a business entity? Is it somebody that has a trust and an LLC? Is it somebody that has other properties? Is it somebody that has businesses, employees, expenses? All those things would have to be in place for me to be able to give you any type of direction to go or advice on that. Um, but the reason I'm asking that, of course, is because when somebody has corporations, other pieces of real estate, business expenses, employees, travel expenses, payroll, everything else you can possibly think of, then that's different. Now, maybe they can buy a Lamborghini and wrap it with their company logo and website and saying, and bring that Lambo over now into being owned by the business that has the capital gains occurrence, that is managed by a trust, that has the ability to write off advertising, business expenses, and such like that, then that's different. That is different. Then maybe somebody could pay zero tax on all that capital gains and have a Lamborghini at the same time. I don't know. But more financial questions. I like financial questions. You guys got any financial questions? A lot of you guys are regulars on here, so you know about my note investing game. I'm surprised when I talk about financial freedom, and I'm surprised in telling people that within 2 to 3 years they could be financially free. Within like a year or two, they could have 4 or 5 grand a month coming in passively, from just learning how to do mortgage note investing, and they can do it from their computer. They don't have to go anywhere. I'm like, this is something I think that everybody would be like, "Are you kidding me?" If that really is the truth, I'm gonna do it. I would do something like that. And so many people see me doing it and talking about it all the time and never ask any questions about it and like never really like go, you know what? Maybe if I follow Patrick into that, I could create some financial freedom for myself. No one ever does that. It's wild. Anyways, just hearing me blab. Well, that's good. I'm gonna start to do more comedy on here for people like NJ who like to just run and listen to me. I know I don't get a lot of people working out with me, but jogging, that's working out. But some people are just driving, right, in a truck or whatever. So start throwing in some comedy, get some laughs going for people in the morning, get their endorphins going. Laughter creates a lot of endorphins. That's why it's so good to laugh a lot. Ooh. Oh, right on. Okay. Very good. Very good, NJ. That's weird that Andy was saying he couldn't see your messages, NJ. I don't know why. I could see every one of them. Whew. How did you like that too? Hey, NJ, were you around? I know no one really tuned in much the day. I think you popped in maybe for a second. When I did that 15-pound dumbbell workout for Andy, and we did just with a chair, like with a kitchen table chair and a set of 15-pound dumbbells is all we had. We like crushed out a workout. And I'm like, dude, oh, you can't see anybody else's? That's so weird. Huh. Yeah, NJ said she can't see anybody else's comments either, just hers. Well, that's weird. I don't know. I'm gonna go to a different platform after this week. This week will be, I think, the last week that I do this on just solo YouTube because YouTube's been really quirky. Not very happy with YouTube Live, so I'm gonna go through like a Riverside program or something like that, where it'll allow me to broadcast my live onto a couple different platforms at one time, and we'll see if we can get some action from like Facebook and stuff like that. It's fun. It's fun when people. It's fun when people are in here and we have a blast. It was even fun for a while getting all the trolls on here that would come in and say something horribly rude. Now that we don't have them anymore, right? We go, oh man, the trolls would be nice to have back. It was kind of funny. Kind of funny. But I don't know what happened with YouTube, man. YouTube dogged me. How you like that Masters shirt too? Ooh, ooh. How you like that salmon pink Masters golf shirt? Ooh, that's hot stuff right there. That's too funny. It's too funny. Oh, by the way. See here, let me give it to you guys like this. Right now, there's a $50,000 deal available that I have on my desk, basically at work. There's a $50,000 deal available that pays like $580 a month. It's a note that has 15 years left on it. Pays 580 bucks a month. It costs about 50 grand. If I get a private lender for the 50 grand, we can do it together, and I'll pay my private lender 8% on the money, and I'll end up making about 100 bucks a month or 125 bucks a month. My end on that deal. And that's just something that's, anybody could do. Any of you folks could do that. Could we find somebody that would loan us 50 grand? That's the hard part. And really, if you have a good deal for them, it's really not that hard. It just takes presenting the opportunity to people. Believe it or not, if it's not in our friends and family circle, uh, there are other people out on the planet that actually do have money and are looking for a good place to invest it. So I'll come by and check it out. What are you gonna come by and check out? What are you coming by to check it out? Dexter? Dexter said, I'll come by to check it out. I don't know what he's coming to check out. Ooh. Okay, so we're doing some light working out. The note, you want to check it out? All right, come check it out. Got a 50K deal right now available. Why is it good? Because we've already owned it forever. Our investment fund is selling a few notes. Our investment fund is selling a few notes. And when our investment fund sells some notes, they're available to buy. Doesn't mean I can't buy one for myself from our own fund. They're for sale. Anybody can buy them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to buy it because it's a good note, has good collateral. Everything's good. You're going to check out my YouTube settings when I'm all done. It'd be funny if I did a setting and like set it to private or did something like that. And like, no wonder nobody's getting on your video. That'd be hilarious. But I don't think I did anything different than I did before. Of course not. All right. Now we are going to do some abs because I tell you what, man, this 60-day six-pack challenge, I am going to have to turn up the heat this next 19 days, starting today. Next 19 days, I'm going to have to throw abs into every workout. Oh, there you go. You can see you now. Okay, you can see them now. Yeah, so there you go. NJ wasn't able to see the comments before. Now she can. I don't know. YouTube's acting real strange. You know that? Really is. I don't know what's up with that, with this YouTube thing, but we gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. But that was a good question though about the taxes with Taylor, right? Can we do anything to avoid capital gains tax by investing the money into like notes or something like that? Unfortunately, not. That was a really good question. I like when people ask financial questions on here. That's what I'm all about, guys. I all of a sudden got into this fitness kick and started teaching you guys about this 60-day six-pack challenge and everything. We've been talking about mostly physical fitness and dieting lately, which isn't even my specialty. But what's really cool is I was able to motivate a few people to get in their best shape ever just for fun. Isn't that cool? Just for fun. It's hard. Ooh, 20 of those straight leg lifts will kick your butt. Dexter said, hey, NJ. Bethany said, hey, NJ. Hope you had a great Mother's Day. Now you guys can see each other. There you go. That's cool. Maybe with me out loud talking crap so much about YouTube, they finally got their algorithm to kick into gear. Just kidding. I didn't say any bad words today, too. I could be helping. I didn't say any bad words today. I don't know. My screen went black. You froze and had to restart YouTube just to see comments from Beth and Dex. Weird. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If anybody else can help me figure out what the hell's wrong with YouTube, shit, I don't know. Maybe I need to delete my YouTube channel, start a brand new one, and then start from scratch. I don't know. They've banned my YouTube channel for some reason. No one even gets my replays of the lives or nothing. It's weird, but we'll check it out. We're gonna figure it out. That's a part of doing this kind of stuff. Part of doing these kinds of things is learning. Part of doing these things is learning through the technology, figuring it out. Yeah, Bethany, I didn't know NJ had a 4-year-old. I don't know why I didn't know that, but yeah, NJ has a 4-year-old and had a good day with her, I think, or he. Hold on, I don't know. I'm trying to go back. And by the way, NJ's down 9 pounds. You guys, can we congratulate? Can we congratulate in the comments? NJ's down 9 pounds. Stop saying F. Stop saying those F words. Come on, man. F that. Just kidding. My daughter's 4. Yes, daughter. Yeah, daughter's 4. So NJ has a 4-year-old daughter and was had a great Mother's Day with that little rascal, huh? Four is a really, really great age. 4 is just peachy perfect, isn't it? They're still just little sweethearts at 4 and they're talking all this great brabbity bop 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 bop. So funny. Congrats, NJ. I'm not. I need to do better. Well, what happened, NJ, is that Bethany hurt her back really bad like a week ago and is barely even back to normal now. So oftentimes it's okay, like you can't, if you get injured, if you have like an actual injury, you can't blame yourself if you're in a 60-day, kind of a 60-day challenge. And in the middle of the 60-day challenge, you literally get injured and you can't work out at all and you can't do your normal thing. That's not now you could diet better. You could still maintain your diet when you have an injury, okay? But it is what it is. So we get back on the horse and ride it after we fall off, right? Yeah, 3 and 4 is a cute age. Yeah. Yeah, Bethany couldn't really do squat, man. Not no pun intended. Not Bethany couldn't do squats. Bethany couldn't do squat for a couple of days at least. It was tough on her. I felt bad. Bad back problems. Injury, Dexter. Injuries are different as we age too, huh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll tell you that. You just don't recover like you used to. That's 100%, isn't it? Whoa. I certainly didn't need to order a pizza, but alas, a pizza doth arriveth at the home. We trip and fall. I get pissed and do a check as I'm down. Ha 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 ha. Okay, there you go. Oh, this ab stuff is tough too, boy. Anybody ever hang from a bar and do leg lifts? Try it out. It's ridiculous. Yeah, do a check. I see what you're saying. Dexter said, we trip and fall sometimes. I get pissed and I do a check while I'm down to make sure nothing's broken. Oh, yeah, she's bouncing back pretty good, NJ. She's bouncing back pretty good already. Uh, we're working through it. She's trying to figure out the problems of what's causing her back issues, and we're trying to work through that to make sure we can prevent it from happening again in the future. Uh, and it's nothing. It's just a lot of things out of place and caused by childbirth. Two children, childbirth. Yeah, yeah. She didn't fall, Dexter. She all she did was bend over to grab something. I'm gonna get that. Ooh, yeah. A lot of things happen to the female body through childbirth. One of those things that could misalign some stuff in your spine, lower back, that kind of stuff, and it becomes easy to. They say if you've got a weakened pelvic floor. Huh, yeah. Speaking of the weakened pelvic floor, she's right there. Say hi.
Hi, NJ and Dexter. It's like officially an executive state.
Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you. All right. Hi. And she's so funny too. Bethany cracks me up. She just came out here and she's like, hey, I actually get to say hi to him. I mean, not like hi in the chats, but like hi on camera. And she's like, hi. So funny. Yeah, there's the queen. There is the queen of the castle, queen of the castle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And people don't know this, but her nickname is Chef Boyar B for Bethany. Chef Boyar B because she's pretty she's pretty good in that kitchen. She's pretty good up in that kitchen. Actually, sometimes too good in that kitchen because I'm trying to freaking diet. You know what I'm saying? All I need somebody to do is mix up some tuna fish and I'm good. But she makes good stuff, good food, good desserts. Got to stay away from the desserts. It's so funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Classic. So, yeah, it is good. It is good. It is good. There's something about a woman being a real true woman that's getting lost these days in translation. But something about a woman being an actual really good woman. That's what men really want secretly, even though they may not say it. But oh boy, let me tell you something. Having a good woman that treats you like a man, can cook and clean and support, at the same time be about the business and be about being a good mom and all this stuff, man. Oh, they're tough to find. Let me tell you something, huh, boys? But you find one, you don't let her go nowhere. Um, and I don't mean trap her in the house. It's not what I mean. So funny. All right. So, y'all, as I mentioned, we'll be light this week. We'll be really light this week. I did get my little workout in, though. It's good because I don't want to lose any muscle mass. I don't want to lose anything. Um, but we are playing in a 3-day golf tournament Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This weekend, it's the Men's Club Championship. It's the biggest golf tournament of the year at my club. And I'm going up a division into the real players division, and I'm kind of the major underdog in this new division. Stepping up a class now, playing with the big boys, but I'm kind of at the bottom class of the big boy class, right? So it's gonna be a tough one, and we're just preparing mentally and preparing physically with light workouts. We're gonna do some stretching. I'm gonna do my abs and then do some stretching, but stretching is quite boring for you guys to sit and watch. And so I'll finish up a couple more of my leg lift ab sets here, and then I'm going to do some stretching for golf centric sort of getting my hip flexors and my back and stuff like that. No, you don't get strokes in the men's club championship. It's a 3-day tournament, straight up, winner take all. Doesn't matter what your handicap is. And that's the unfortunate part because I'm playing at a 6.4 right now. And there's some scratch golfers, and I think there's 1+1 in the division. So it's a real, as Andy would know golf, there's a real fat chance in hell that I come out on top in this tournament. But for me, more so it's going to be a learning experience of what I can do, what I'm capable of, or lack thereof, my capabilities playing against the best of the best. I'm going to see how I fare at least, and it'll be a good experience. Not trying to expect to come home with any trophies. And I'm not going there already defeated either. I'm just going to go there to test myself against the golf course and see how well I can fare if I give it a shot. Just a learning experience, but no strokes given, baby. But so we'll be preparing. I'll be back here tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. I think I'll even be here Friday because the tournament doesn't start until 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. So we'll see you guys here all week. By next week, I'll probably be going live on a different platform, but it'll still be on my YouTube channel. So I'll tell you as that goes on. And then let's stick to it, guys. We only got 19 days left. This is 19 days left starting today. 19 days, guys. Let's push. Deal? We only got 19 days left. It's the easy part now. 19 days left. Let's push on the diet. Let's push on our consistency. Let's get back to disciplined and focused in our head. No desserts, none of this stuff. Let's go. Now, eat fruit. Eat fruit if you want a sweet tooth at night. Eat some fruit. Get some cantaloupe. Get some watermelons. Get this and that. It does have sugar in it. It's not the same type of sugar. Call it the Lord's sugar. But eat fruit maybe for your sweet tooth. Let's get back to the lean. Let's get back to the high protein. Let's push it and let's see in this 60-day challenge, where will we actually be? But it's not where we're going to be weight loss. It's not where we're going to be how we look in the mirror. 60 days ain't going to do that and give you all the results you're looking for. But it will be the 60 days. What habits got created during those 60 days? And now what habits are we continuing on into our future as making it a lifestyle habit, not a challenge, but a lifestyle habit. So anyways, y'all, thanks for coming. Awesome seeing y'all this morning. And we'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. See ya.